Hi everyone! Okay, so today I think I am going to be doing the 90s tag. That was weird. I was like, 90s? No. The 90s tag. It was one of the tags. I know it's like, some of the tags are kind of silly, and I looked at this one and I was like, okay, it's kind of, I'm into it because nostalgia and whatnot. So I actually have it written down. I don't have it on my phone because I found sparkly glitter pencils that I forgot that I had. So I'm writing everything down with glitter pencils. Nothing wrong with that. So I'm totally using them and I'm writing in my cute little journal, and I feel like I'm back in school. So I made a bunch of notes, and there is 18 questions all related to the 90s, and let's go. Okay, so, and I'm gonna try to not be staring down the whole time. I'm gonna try to like put this somewhere so I can like read off of it, but not be like looking off, or looking down, I mean. So number 1 is favorite TV show. I have a lot, like, encompassing the 90s. Just to start, my notes, I have Are You Afraid of the Dark, Roseanne, Mystery Science Theater 3000, Friends, which I still love, Duckman, South Park, which I still love, Beavis and Butthead, which I cannot believe it was only on TV for, I can't remember if it said 3 or 4 years. That's 8. I feel like Beavis and Butthead encompassed like a huge chunk of the 90s, but it was literally only on TV for a couple of years. Like, they even had their own movie. Like, that movie's good. That's a good movie. I think it's on Netflix now. Oh, I need to check that out actually. I haven't watched it in a while. I had it on VHS, but like, nobody has a VCR anymore. Daria. Fucking loved Daria. I miss Daria so bad. Real World, like 90s Real World, The Simpsons, Dawson's Creek, like, yeah. Pretty much anything on Snick also, and, oh my god, True Life. I think it started in the late 90s, True Life on MTV. Like, I'm still obsessed with it, but like, I will always love True Life. So number 2, my favorite toys. I was a huge Barbie kind of girl. Loved Barbie. I had a shit ton of Barbies, and my other favorite toy was one year for Christmas, because I did love Barbie ever so much. My parents got me a pink Barbie Corvette convertible for me to drive around in. Like, it was a Power Wheels pink Barbie Corvette, and it had a fake car phone in it, and it had like a glove box and the doors would open, and it was fucking sweet. But sad part, the first time I drove it around our pool, and getting it into the like fenced in backyard, I took off one of the rearview mirrors on the fence. Very upset about that. Kind of bummed we didn't like keep it, honestly, to just like have it. As far as favorite toys go, I mean, like, that was pretty much it. Like, I was a huge Barbie kind of girl, which was kind of weird because I was a weird kid. Not a weird kid, I was a weird angsty kind of girl once I got a little older, but I was really into like Barbies and like super girly things. So I don't know. Oh, and I also had like a shit ton of doll houses. I had 3 decently sized doll houses in my room when I was a child, and I loved those. Freaking loved my doll houses. So number 3 is favorite 90s commercials. Okay, these are ones that I specifically remember. There was one for a bear that you could like draw on, and he was called, I think he was called Doodle Bear or something. But I remember like the song, there was this song from like the 1950s. It was called like Runaround or something like that. No, but they had redone the song for the Doodle Bear commercial, and they did it to like made him make the little Doodle Bear sound like a badass or something. And it was like literally like this bear that you could like draw on with like marker and then wash it and it would come off and you could like draw on it again. I remember that commercial a lot. I remember the creepy crawlies, those, and then there was also like the same kind of thing, but it was like Dr. Frankenstein's creepy crawlies, and you could make like, there was one kind where you could make like your own like actual gummy like worms and gummy like centipedes and that kind of stuff, and then there was another one where you could make like rubber like centipedes and rubber snails and all that kind of crap, and you could like keep them as like little, you know, gross things or whatever. I also remember another one for this game called Crossfire, because it was so fucking like epic. Like they made it look like this giant like one-on-one kind of like extreme like whoever wins like lives kind of a game, kind of a commercial, and it was really like epic and like serious for like kids. Thought that was pretty funny. Number 4, NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. Both. Backstreet Boys was more for me, at least from like 6th grade through like junior high. They were really popular, but then once I got into high school, NSYNC hit and like everybody was like, Backstreet who? And like honestly, yeah, looking back, I feel like Backstreet was a little more like cheap, and NSYNC was a little more like I don't know, expensive. Like I don't know if that makes any sense. Like I always saw Backstreet Boys as kind of like, you know, the cheaper boy band, and NSYNC was like Justin Timberlake, and he dated Britney Spears, and they were like the power couple. And then you have like Nick Carter over here, who's like, you know, has like family issues and like pissed off a bunch of people and like possibly got arrested a bunch of times or something. I don't really remember, but like that's just kind of how it was. So they were both okay. I wasn't like, I don't know, there's a couple songs by the Backstreet Boys though that like are still in my head. NSYNC, yeah, you know, Bye 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 and all that stuff, but like I don't remember. I guess it was like the big Backstreet Boys song. I remember the music video where they're like all dressed up as monsters, and they're like doing like they're not doing the Michael Jackson dance, but like they're all dressed up as some kind of monster. Like somebody's Frankenstein, somebody's a mummy, somebody is a Dracula, and somebody is like the Wolfman, and they're like in a creepy old mansion thing. I don't know. Number 5, weirdest fashion trend. Okay, the weirdest one that I can remember and kind of tried not to be a part of, but it just was inevitable, was at least I think in junior high, like clothing, a lot of the clothing that people chose to wear when they were like 13, 14, 12-year-olds had a ton of branding from like that particular like clothing manufacturer. Like if you get what I mean, like the guys, they would just have on like white t-shirts, but it wouldn't just be a white t-shirt, it'd have to be a white t-shirt with Adidas on it, or it'd have to be a white t-shirt with Tommy Hilfiger on it. And you know, the girls, if they didn't have the right Tommy Hilfiger dress, like they didn't fit in right, if they didn't have those Doc Marten sandals, it wasn't right. Like it had to be like the brown Doc Marten big ass chunky sandals. All the Tommy Hilfiger dresses were like bright blue and white and red, and the guys had to have, I remember Adidas shoes. They always wear like Adidas shoes, or Nike, even their like big puffy jackets or whatever, like this big starter jackets, they had to have those, and they had to be labeled in some kind of branding or something. Like that was the thing. That, I mean, there was a shit ton of different like styles in the 90s, but like that was the one thing that I remember being like so annoying, was like, why did we think we had to have t-shirts that had Calvin Klein on it? We knew nothing about fashion or style at the age of 12 and 13, okay? All we wanted to do was fit in. Honestly, looking back, I wish it would have just been uniform, because then there would be no territory lines, no boundaries drawn. Everybody would have been the same, okay? It would have just been normal, and nobody would have cared what Bobby Sue or Tina Ray is wearing. Where the fuck did I come up with those names? Oh, and then mom jeans. Like the high-waisted, like big butt jeans, like that's not a good look. Like, I'm talking like, I guess like Melrose Place? I don't know. I didn't really ever watch Melrose Place. I kind of want to now, seeing as how I'm like obsessed with the 90s culture, but like I haven't ever watched it. But like, yeah, mom jeans. Like the high-waisted kind of like loose but like straight fit. It just not good, okay? Number 6 favorite 90s collectibles, Beanie Babies and Barbies. That's pretty straightforward. Number 7 favorite Beanie Baby. See, they knew what I was going for. Well, the first Beanie Baby I ever bought was a black and white cat, and I don't remember the name of it. But mostly I liked the cats. I didn't care. I mean, they were all equally cute. The Hello Kitty ones were really cute, but that, you know, those didn't come out back then. You know, just whatever I saw that was cute, I didn't really care. I think I had a really cute one that I liked that was like an otter or something. Number 8, how many Tamagotchis did I have? None. I didn't buy into that. I thought it was retarded. Oh, this little thing I have to fuck with all day? No, I could never figure out the controls. I played with my cousins one time and I was like, this thing is stupid. There's like 3 buttons and I'm supposed to learn how to like feed it and change like it's like wipe its butt or something. I can't do this. It's stupid. So no, I didn't have any. I mean, I didn't have a Furby either, but I kind of want one. Like now I kind of want one. I always had friends complaining about theirs back then, saying like mine's possessed, and I'm like, no, you're just clearly an idiot. It's not possessed, but like we thought they were possessed. I don't know. Moving on, number 9, favorite video game and console. Super Nintendo and PlayStation 1 from the 90s, obviously. And then my favorite games were Donkey Kong Country, Medieval for PlayStation 1, and Crash Bandicoot Warped. I think it was like Crash Bandicoot 2 Warped. I played the shit out of those games. And they weren't even my games. Like, Medieval and Crash Bandicoot, I borrowed those from my cousins, and I had them for a long time until I had to give them back. And also Donkey Kong Country, we never had Donkey Kong Country. I played that at my cousin's house. Number 10, favorite Disney original movie. Yeah, Halloween Town, duh. And Wish Upon a Star. Does anybody remember Wish Upon a Star? It is on Netflix right now, as far as I know. It's been on there. It's fucking amazing. It is literally like a poor man's Clueless almost, as far as the clothing goes, which was amazing. So like, what's her freaking name? Katherine Heigl, and I don't know, one of the girls from Party 5, I think, are playing sisters who kind of hate each other, and they're like a year apart from each other in high school. One's super popular, and the other one is like super tomboy, doesn't give a shit what people think, and they wish on a star to trade lives, and they do, and throughout their escapades they end up, you know, loving each other and becoming best friends, and then it switches back. It's a good movie. Okay, like, go check it out. Wish Upon a Star. It's awesome. And number 11, favorite music artist from the 90s. I mean, see, okay, that's weird. I was like writing down the same bands that I like today, so it was a little weird for me because I like all those same people. So, well, maybe not all the same people, but like, you know. So I have Marilyn Manson, who I still like, 9 Inch Nails, still like, Smashing Pumpkins, no doubt, The Offspring, Hanson. Okay, I don't listen to them today, but we went apeshit for Hanson, at least in 6th grade. I remember going like completely nuts for them. There was even, and I think I might do a story time about this, but there was a girl in my class, and she had said forever she knew Hanson. She met them because she was going to have a career as a singer. Even though we never heard her sing, we never saw her sing, she had a separate life in like Oklahoma, and apparently that's where Hanson was from. Her father lived in Oklahoma, her mom lived here. Anywho, she was always saying she knew Hanson and all this crap, and she was whatever. I'm going to do a story time on that because I thought it was ridiculous. It was just kind of funny. Also Spice Girls and Korn. Loved Korn back in the day. Number 12, favorite Nick Jr. show. I looked up a list of the Nick Jr. shows, and I don't really remember watching a whole ton of them. I remember watching Disney a lot more. But I remember Muppet Babies because Jim Henson, you got my heart. And David the Gnome. I do remember that, but vaguely. Favorite 90s candy is Ring Pops. And I'm sure there's more stuff out there. I know there's like there was a lot of different like bubble gums, like Hubba Bubba, and there's like a little like jug or something of like powdered gum, and you could like, I don't know. Number 14, favorite game. I feel like I already said that with the favorite video game. It said, you know, it could be anything, board games, you know, Foursquare, any of that crap. I didn't have any, we didn't do board games when I was younger, like we didn't have any, but Medieval was my favorite video game, so I'm gonna say that. I mean, we, you know, rode our bikes and shit around the neighborhood. We didn't really play a lot of games. We played mostly games at like sleepovers, Murder in the Dark, and that kind of stuff. I can't remember all the shit that we did at sleepovers. We just mostly stayed up all night. Number 15, favorite McDonald's toy. Duh, Beanie Babies. Like, me and my mom would go like every day after school and get like fries and maybe like a drink or something. And no, we'd have to get the Happy Meal. We'd have to get the Happy Meal to get that thing. Okay, maybe not every day because she wouldn't take me literally every day, but like what we were always trying to get, the Beanie Baby duck, and we could never get the damn duck. We always wanted the freaking duck. So maybe she would take me like once or twice a week. I don't remember, it's been ages. Number 16, favorite book, Ella Enchanted. They made that into a movie, I want to say my senior year of high school, and I went and saw it, and I was very disappointed because the book was just so much better, and they made the movie kind of silly. Like, I get it, if you've read the book, it is kind of silly, because there's like a lot of shit going on that's like, what? But they just made it kind of stupid, and I was like, no, I like the book. So it's still like one of my favorite books. I think I have a copy of it somewhere. Number 17, favorite clothing store. I don't know. I was still like letting my mom buy me shit, so it was either like Target, or if I was on my own at the mall with like friends and I was like rebellious, I guess Hot Topic, because that was like the store to like go to when you were like, you know, a kid in junior high in like the late 90s. Like, maybe Wet Seal, but like, again, like, if I'd been a couple years older, I would have been more in the mall culture than I was. Because, you know, like, I didn't have a car, I was like 15, no, I was 14 when it turned 2000, so I mean, I didn't have enough time to be a mall rat. And last question, 18, what did I watch after school? Okay, I specifically remember coming home and at one point watching Pepper Ann and Recess. I remember watching Arthur. I remember watching Wishbone. I don't know. I mean, I remember sometimes I'd watch Jenny Jones. That was like more like in junior high, like when I'd get out of school. I don't know, that was about it. So anyway, that's it for the 90s tag. I thought that was kind of fun. Hopefully you guys did too. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. If there's any other tags that you can think of that might be interesting or you want me to give it a try, go ahead and let me know. Subscribe, that would really help me out. Give me a thumbs up, I would love that. I will see you guys later, and y'all have a good night. Okay, bye!